Hi there, Taurus. This is your July 2026 monthly reading. How are you doing? We've got a big month coming up energetically. We have the lovely Mercury is in retrograde, but stations direct on the 23rd, if I'm not mistaken. Let me get my calendar back out here. Yep, Mercury stations direct on the 23rd. Any kind of delays or communication mishaps can be cleared up at that point in time. Jumping back up to the 2nd or the 3rd of July, we've got Mars conjunct Uranus in Gemini. Expect some unexpected shifts and excitement, maybe some intensity, so just keep your eye open for that. New moon in Cancer on the 14th. Great time for setting some personal goals, as a result from your, emotional healing, right? Sun in Leo. Leo season starts on the 22nd. We have the Galactic New Year, which is on the 26th. Big day, big day. Opens up the Lionsgate portal. It's a day at a time. The nodal shifts change happen on that day, so we go from Virgo and Pisces to the North Node in Aquarius and the South Node in Leo. A new 18-month cycle of destiny begins that day. We also have the full moon in Aquarius, which is a new moon a North Node full moon on the 29th. So I do have written here, though, on the 21st, I made a note. It marks the 6 weeks after of the Venus and Jupiter conjunction on June 9th. Who or what entered your life? And I got life partner written down here and with a question mark. So that's a collective thing. It must have come out in the collective reading at the beginning of June. So just take a look at that, I guess. So, all right, Taurus. Let's see. For July, what does Taurus need to know? I'm feeling it, but I'm not feeling it. It's an interesting energy. What does Taurus need to know? Thank you. Community, celebration, good friends, just going out and having a good time. Yeah, maybe doing some volunteer work. Whatever it is for you, it goes next level. I'm hearing with the number 7. It's a very spiritual number. They all are, but 7 is the divine connection. So it's like it goes to the next level. Okay. Taurus for July. Yeah, so it's a beautiful month to just get out there and socialize, Taurus. Have fun. Do your thing. I'm here and do your thing. Yeah, Chariot could be traveling. My goodness. Where'd it go? Certainly wanted to speak. Let me make sure there wasn't anything else that flew all over the place. My goodness. Yeah, you could be traveling. We got 6 of Swords right after the Chariot. Could be moving on from something, for sure. Oh, I like that. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take the 3 of Swords in reverse with the Knight of Swords here. So moving on from something ain't for you. It was just hurting you in the long, on the long run. It wasn't giving you what you needed. So healing, July is, this socializing, it helps heal that for you. There could be someone in particular that comes in that, unbeknownst to you and unbeknownst to them, it helps you heal something, helps you see something about connection maybe that helps heal a mindset. I don't know, but they came out together right on top of each other. So, because they hit me and they fell. Yeah, moving on from, you know, not accepting this Three of Swords anymore from anyone. Least of all from you, from yourself, right? Got a little itchy head here, like tingly on the top of my head. What else for Taurus? Spirit's just having me doing everybody's readings differently. We're just like shuffling and going. Yep, look at that. You're moving on up to the side. Got the theme from Jefferson's in my head. If you're a 60s or 70s baby, you know that show. Yep, moving on. Not taking this Three of Swords with you anymore. It could be this Three of Swords was inflicted constantly over and over and over again by this individual here, whoever this is. Or it could just be a mindset of, you know, of your own, that you're like, no, I'm done. I'm done with that. Time to heal. Definitely moving. A lot of travel. Could certainly be traveling this month. Could be a time you go on vacation. Just got a tight band right across here. There's a lot of swords on the table, Spirit. I hear that. What do you need? What do you need, Spirit, to know? Okay, Taurus, what do you need, Spirit, to know? I'm going with it. What does Taurus want Spirit to know? All right, let's take a look what flipped over here. I thought I had a few. Could be wrong. Maybe they didn't flip. I don't know, did you hear them? I thought I heard something flip. Let me... What the heck? Bear with me, but Spirit wants me to do this way, where you're asking Spirit, or yeah, you're telling, you know, oh, there it is. Okay, there's one. All right, Taurus, what do you want Spirit to know here? Was that the only one? I think that was the only one. So you've got something to say. You've got something to say. All right. What do you got to say to Spirit, Taurus? I've never done it this way. What do you got to say? There's that Three of Cups. There's that community. There's that celebration. Look, I want someone to have fun with. Taurus, this is you. I want someone to have fun with. I want someone to celebrate life with. This wasn't getting me anywhere. Knight of Swords is emotionally detached. It's cold. There's nothing. Look at, see how dark it is really around this card. You want this. You want this bright vibrancy in your life. Okay. All right, Spirit, you've heard Taurus. Now what do you say? Roll with it here, right? Ask and you shall receive. New cycle. The world. Something's coming. It's coming. coming. I'm going to take that one. Yes, please. It's coming because you've manifested it. Look at that. Look at that. You see this orb sitting here, this crystal ball? She's playing her flute, which is sending the frequency to that ball, right? And now look at it. It is lit up because what you have manifested is coming toward you. See that? It's in her hands. Kind of looks like it's between the mountains there, but it's in her hands. Hold it up. It's like this one didn't work for you, or it's kind of like run its course. This dream or vision or whatever, it's run its course, and now you've got a new one that you've been manifesting, and it's a whole new cycle. Let's take a look at what that might look like for you. I know it's going to look different for each and every one individually, but coming through for the month of July 2026 for Taurus. We've got the sun out. Looks good. Looks like a higher consciousness as well, an awakening maybe. It's fun, it's joyful. It could be a Leo that's entering your life. There's transformation with the butterflies. There's hope and joy with the sunflowers. And it looks like a little itty bitty baby unicorn. Or is it? It's not a unicorn, but I'm seeing his horn there. But got the new baby. Got the baby, you know, the pony. The Empress. The Empress. You're birthing something already. It's just like you don't see that you already are. That it's already coming. It's already landed rather. We've got the Hangman. Beautiful. Yeah, another energy of consciousness. Like your awareness about your whole self shifts. Look at the butterflies. I'm noticing the butterflies around the Fool card. The butterflies around her coming up out of her hands. Look at that. Her hands are assisting this illumination here. The power is in your hands. You're creating this because you're taking the time to tune in and to check in, to sit quiet, to feel whatever it is that comes up when you're sitting in that silence, right? When you do that, then things start opening up for you. You don't do them the way that you've done them in the past from the old version of you. You do them from a new perspective, from a higher consciousness. I gotta say, for July, Taurus, it feels like there's an elevation of your awareness, the awareness of you, you know. I hope that's coming out right, because it sounds weird to my ears. Where is this going for Taurus? Nine of Swords, moving away from this worry. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about what's coming in and what's not coming in. Don't worry about any of it. Just trust the universe, because you can't have this energy without trust, without having faith that the universe has got you, without having faith and trust in your soul having planned a beautiful life for you. Trust yourself. You can't be in this energy without surrender and trust. Letting the universe move you. That's the Chariot. Letting the universe, letting God, whatever it is that you believe in, letting it move you instead of you moving it. That's a little harder, really, you know, because that's where we meet up with the resistance. I'm not finding resistance here. There could be, so there's a message here that says there is no need to rush forward with anything. Hangman is delay. Take your time. Take your time. The energy could feel intense, like I gotta have this, I gotta do this, I gotta be here like yesterday kind of thing. This is like, no, take your time. Take a break, rest, get your mind right, get your body right, get your heart right. You know, receive the downloads you're meant to. The sun is very active this month. It's going to be, I'm telling you, not just because it's summer here in the northern hemisphere, the sun is very active. I've said it in other videos. We're going to have a big pop-up of geostorms this month. So predicting that for sure. I'm feeling it. I've been feeling the eclipse energy coming for quite a while. So we start eclipses August. I haven't got that information, but all right, Spirit, anything else do you need Taurus to know about the energy of July for them? Again, a lot of travel for some of you. Wanting, you know, you're asking the universe, you're putting it out there, I want somebody to do stuff with, you know, I want a friend, maybe you want a partner. I mean, be clear on that. If you want a love partner, you got to be clear on that. If you just want a friend to do that with, or a group of friends, then be clear on that too. If you want both, be clear on that. I do want to say this is like moving and not taking stuff with you from the past. Six of Swords is like she's just dropping those swords in the snow. She's let go of them. Its old mindsets, its old mental limitations that we put on ourselves, that we let others put on us, that we believe, and she's letting them go. She's not holding on to those swords. She's dropped them. I kind of feel like she's almost in a trance, walking toward the light there. And then here she finds it. Oh, she finds it. And all of a sudden, everything becomes clear. Everything just flips. Everything that you used to believe, just you don't believe anymore. And now you're like seeing things so much clearer. None of this mental stress, mental fog, right? That's why I've got that band here, the third eye and the crown, receiving a lot of downloads for sure. Yeah, the moon, 5 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles. I feel like the moon cycles this month are going to illuminate for you where you still hold yourself in old limitations of self-worth, you know, self-worth limitations. And it helps you to see your worth and your value. That yes, I deserve this. Yes, I belong here. Yes, this is for me. There seems to be like a blessing. You go from the 5 to the 7, so it's like there's an increase in your financial. There's a blessing coming in into your financial sector as well. I want to put that out there. Oh, interesting. There's a reversal on the bottom of the deck. There's a 5 of Swords. It's in reverse with the 10 of Swords. Look at that. 8 of Swords. Wow, there's a lot of reversals here, but I'm going to stop there. But there's just like something, you're going to be releasing a lot of old karmic mindsets this month. And it's important that you stay in this slow manner, even though it might feel very rushed. You know, this feels rushed. But come here. This is slow. Like I said, she feels like she's just being pulled by the light in a trance, right? It's like walking right toward it. It's very slow. Stay grounded, I want to say. This is slow. It's like, you know, I've got all the time in the world. I'm just going to be in this moment. I'm going to enjoy this entire moment for everything it's got to give me. There's no need to rush. Take time, play a flute out by underneath the tree, you know. But it's like there's a good balance here. It feels like you're not just sitting doing nothing. You're taking everything in at taking everything at in taking everything in stride is how I want to say that. There is a lot of trust that you do trust the journey. I like that. But I do want to reiterate that there is a moment, there's like underlying energy here about believing your own power of manifestation, your own worth, okay? In order to have everything that you desire. There's a moment of, is this maybe too good to be true, okay? Spirit's advice is, feel it. Feel that to your core. The moon is very deeply emotional. It's deep emotions, deep feeling. Feel that. It's also fear, so feel that fear right to your core. What is it saying to you? What do you want to say to it, right? You know your worth, you know your value. Because I feel like you're beginning to see what this is that you've manifested. You're beginning to see snippets of it. So July, it doesn't look like, it looks like the only movement here is, number one, energetically, but number two is maybe you just getting out and traveling, maybe, you know, vacations and vacations and out celebrating with friends. I do want to take a look at, though, this Knight of Swords, because it feels like the old belief around partnership, Two of Pentacles. Yeah, look, standing with one foot on one side of the old belief system, the other foot on the other. Maybe you believe love is, it's too much. It's just too much. It's not worth juggling. Yeah, you're protecting yourself, protecting your heart. Wow. But I like the Three of Swords in reverse, though, because, yeah, there's another card of protection, protecting your energy. And that's always smart to do, Taurus, for sure. Protect your energy, protect your assets. Know where to put your energy in your time, in your effort. Whatever this King of or Knight of Swords was, you're no longer, it's like you're shutting the door on that. You're like, no, I don't deserve something that's not emotionally available to me, because the swords is like I said, the Knight of Swords is like not emotionally available. It's a good conversation, maybe it's maybe good intellectual conversations, but it does nothing for the heart. It just keeps hurting the heart. It keeps hurting. It keeps piercing that part of you, the inner part of you that wants something more. And I know you want more, because here you are dreaming about it and manifesting it. Here you're asking the universe for more. You're sending out that signal. You're sending out that frequency. It's like she's doing a ritual. She's got the 3 candles there. She's got the crystal ball. She's got her dragon protector there. She's doing a ritual. And she's saying, this is what I want, universe. Please bring it to me. And here the universe says, okay. Okay. Because we see you're not sitting around waiting, you're going out and you're living your life, you're having a good life, you're enjoying your life, right? So we're gonna shift to that everything, and we're gonna give you the world, everything that you want, your desires, your needs are met financially, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. There you go. The Lovers, a divine partnership who's been looking for you too. I'm going to leave it there, Taurus. Some of you could have options. Just going to put that out there with the Seven of Cups on the bottom of the deck. One of the options could be yes or no. Is that what you want right now or not? Okay? But be clear to the universe when you're asking, when you're sending out that frequency, making sure your thoughts and your heart, make sure the frequency is all aligned and it's the same beacon that you're putting out, okay? It looks like a beautiful July for you, Taurus. I'm going to leave it there. No final guidance card for me this month, I don't think, because they didn't have me pull a deck. So I love you. If this resonated and you want your own personal reading, the email will be in the description box below. Send off an email to me and we can have a conversation, okay? I love you again. I know I already said it. We'll see you next time.